What's up, all you sexy, beautiful, wonderful people out there? All you crazed gamers, all you film watchers, you're in the right place at the right time. This is the live stream. Just Shadow and Cyber Andrew. No, just kidding, of course. I am just Andrew. The game that we were looking at, or it's over here. Nope, this way. Things are reversed in this world. Is Cyber Shadow. That's what we're going to be playing today. That's what we've been playing the last 5 nights. Completely unprecedented. 5 nights in a row live stream. What is that? A pentology? I guess if you were writing books, or maybe if it was movies, that's what it would be. We're on to the pentology of Cyber Shadow. And this could be the last night of streaming this game with all the amazing, incredible response we've gotten to this point. Who knows? Right? Even if we finish the game today, which I think we will, going to need some serious skill and some serious luck. But even if we finish today, we won't have 100% completed the game. And that's something we could continue to pursue in future streams if that's something you're interested in. So don't forget to weigh in. You can comment. We are multi-streaming, multicasting all over the place. Facebook, AS Movies and Games, on YouTube, AS Andrew, and on Twitch, I am Arctic Sunburn. We are everywhere. We are reaching everyone. What else is there to tune into on a Saturday afternoon / evening? Absolutely nothing. You're in the right place at the right time. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna get my banner up. As usual, I have plenty to blab about if it comes down to that. But I think I'm going to have to be pretty focused on the boss battle, chances are. So I'm not sure how much storytelling we can get into. Either way, tonight's donation goal, as always, 777. We've already reached 555 in the past. Why not set the bar a little higher, right? So once we get past the 777 barrier, I'm sure we'll move on to 999, 1111, and so on and so forth. Repetitive numbers, synchronicities for all those beautiful, wonderful, spiritual people out there. You are wonderful. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. I guess without further ado, let's get going, huh? Yeah, so my first playthrough, I was just looking at this, 10 hours, 44 minutes. Second playthrough, 6 hours, 35 minutes to get a little bit further ahead. In fact, there's not that much of a difference. You know, I've got, 2 more spirit power thingies to grab. I've got 6 to grab in this save file, which is what I've been doing. I've got 3 more HP containers or canisters to grab in this one, and then the save file that I've been streaming 4 more. So, you know, there's plenty more spirit power, but only so much more health to grab. In fact, anyway, 83%, 67%, as you can see. So even if we finish the game, there's something like, what does that come to? 33%. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 33% to do afterwards. So anyway, first boss here. It is kind of a triplicate of bosses, a trifecta of bosses. We got the first one down to a science, more or less, but it's the second and third ones that can be a little problem causing. This guy's no problem now. I guess the developers maybe did that on purpose because they knew it was coming after the fact. I'm just warming up, obviously, because I just took some damage, and I don't think we'll have a chance at beating the following 2 bosses if I take damage like that. I doubt it. All right, this one's down. Let's get those glowy, orby thingies. I don't know if it's possible to beat this part without taking some damage. I've done pretty decently, but it's brutal. Actually, what I've dodged to this point is already kind of miraculous in and of itself. I'm not going to lie. I did pretty good. If I hadn't taken 2 damage on the first boss, maybe I would have left myself with a chance in this part. I'll still give it my best, or my worst, as the case might be. So far, I'm doing pretty good. I don't want to jinx it, but sometimes on the first try around, you end up causing a miracle. And I'm not going to discount that. I'm not going to count on it. You can see why. I should probably just say nothing because I end up jinxing myself. And actually, that was pretty solid run right there. If I don't take any damage here and minimal damage on the next boss, I could have a real chance. Which is what I was thinking yesterday already. Thanks all for tuning in and joining us. Just Shadow, Cyber Andrew. It's always a good time. If you happen to be watching the replay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm contractually obligated to say that. Let me know how everything is on your end. Our level's good, our visual's good. I don't think I can adjust visuals, but I can adjust volumes. So something to be aware of. Nah, I wish I wouldn't have taken that hit. Not great. Not great. I still beat him. So I'm beating the second boss consistently. That's something. That's something. I think I just nearly avoided some damage there. I wish those platforms would appear a little sooner, but they don't. So that's something to get used to. Doesn't mean we still can't beat this thing. We're gonna have a great time tonight, regardless. Just Andrew and Cyber Shadow is always a good time. Tell your friends. Even though I was saying in the intro that this could be the last time I stream this, because I think we're coming towards the end. Like I said, we could work our way up to 100%ing the game because I'm not going to be at 100% the game, even after having beaten these bosses. There's still more power-ups to grab. Can go back and explore all the places I haven't been to. I can't take 2 hits here. That's probably not going to work in my favor. I'd be lucky to beat him right now, actually. It's not going to be easy. That's all I'm saying. I knew that going in. I put up a valiant effort my first time through, though. It's kind of funny how I can do this one without even thinking now. The first time I battled him, I think I struggled a bit. First couple times, we'll say. Just to be generous. Okay, that was terrible. See, I shouldn't talk about it. End up getting a bit sloppy. All right. 1 down, 2 to go. Off to a great start. Ugh. I've taken some damage I definitely should not have. But we beat him too. I can't take 1 hit here, so that's fun. You can't even touch that. That just... That bugs me a bit. Can't go anywhere near those propellers. Shoot. That didn't go exactly as planned. I didn't take any damage though, so. That's how that's done. Get out of my way, operator. Bring on Dr. Progenitor, whatever. The safest way to avoid those circles, I guess, is with that move there. These circles, I mean. They're the hardest thing to avoid of any. These ones are easy to avoid. I've learned their patterns. That was pretty solid. Only took 1 hit. We have a real chance. Let's try not to mess this up. Let's just do as much damage as we possibly can. Shoot. Kind of made a 101 mistake there. Again. I can still do damage to him while he's up there. Just a little bit. This is getting incredibly tough now. I don't have any spirit left. And I can't really attack upwards without spirit. And I'm taking damage. I think that's about the closest we've ever gotten. If I could somehow hold on to a spirit power up to that point. The little assistant robot goes away after you take some damage. If it's hung around the entire time, it would make this battle a tiny bit easier. I took damage. I don't even know how I took damage there. Take that. How's everybody doing? Sunday night, Sunday afternoon? Doing well? Hope so. Things are good in streaming land. Either way, we're just going to have some fun. That's the point. No fun, no point. Well, I wasn't off to a good start that round either way. Not to say I wasn't trying. That's always a good start. I guess the one good thing about this is I kind of have this guy down to a pattern now. Kind of. Doesn't mean I'm not ever going to take damage anymore. But I know what's coming and I know what to expect, which gives us that kind of pretty promising result. It's really hard not to take damage there. That's why I like to try to do more damage than I take, which right now we're still able to do because we have spirit. Without spirit, I don't even know if this is a fair battle. And now I don't have much left because the little robot assistant's gone. But we do have a serious chance here. I shouldn't say anything. One more hit, one more hit. Ah. There it is. Just like that, 20 minutes into the stream. Was that worth $7.77 or what? Take that, game. And I guess this is the ending, so we're going to watch that together. There's probably good endings and bad endings, if I had to guess. Try to stay behind me. Oh. No. Looks like a pretty simple challenge. Not one that requires a ton of thought here. What happens if you don't save your robot? If I had to guess, this is going to be like a medium ending, not the best ending. We'll see. It may not even be an ending. Oh, the elementals are here. Do I have to battle them? Or do I just become super powered? I become superpower. There's more to the game. I suspected there might be. I should be talking to my robot to see what's up. I'll lose connection if I go any further into this containment field. You gotta see your mission through alone now. I did all I could. Essence readings. Error. Sensor failure. You don't have much time, Shadow. You have no chance to survive maker time. Okay. We need to go and complete the mission now. Life support online. Containment field 100%. Let me guess, each of these are a boss? No, that would be a little too Mega Man, I guess. What do we do now? Okay. It's a glowing angel thingy. Oh my god. At last, Shadow saves his girlfriend? If he's even human anymore. Ah, it is her, though. Where did the cherry blossoms come out of? She farts cherry blossoms, I guess. Huh? Save her or didn't save her? It's two spirits merging or some poetic stuff like that. Well, I give the story a 5.5 out of 10. No, just kidding. I'm guessing it's something cheesy like that, though. Don't you think? The storyline sort of follows that the two were kind of meant to be, although she kind of forces that notion onto him. Oh, they're the 5 elementals. 5? 5? Earth, wind, and fire? Is that the ending? I don't know, guys. It's not a terrible ending. Did we even get the best ending, though? That's the question. It's possible we didn't because we haven't 100%ed the game. We're only 20 minutes into the stream, so, we might look at 100%ing it, grabbing all the other power-ups. I swear I'm just going to get lost on that mission, but We can at least say I beat it, and I even beat it while streaming. And it didn't take me that many tries. And it was not an easy boss, but I had enough spirit to pull it off. Yeah, spirit as in cheerleader spirit, I guess, but spirit as in spirit power. Keeping an eye on my connection here. It's telling me it's okay. It's okay, but not great. I don't know. Thoughts? What do you think? What do you think of this ending? Is there another ending? Is there a better ending? Or is that the only ending? I mean, if you know, don't answer, but I think I would give this story a 7 out of 10. I think that's what it would be. We are still multicasting on Facebook, AS Movies and Games, YouTube, AS Andrew. It's hard to find because I don't put much content there anymore. But hey, this is the 5th live stream in a row, so there is new content there now. And on Twitch as Arctic Sunburn. Feel free to follow us everywhere. Feel free to watch us everywhere. Feel free to comment from anywhere. Now we have to learn the names of all the bosses. That's pretty important considering it wasn't directly on screen during the time. Oh wait. Now this is a little old school. This is like Super Mario World. At the end of it, they told you all the names of the enemies. Subject Alpha, and you never know. You might unlock stuff beating the game, right? That might unlock new stuff. Dr. Progenitor. Of course, the elementals. I guessed it. I was paying attention. And the master. It's called rote memorization. It's what school trained you for. I was never a good student, though. And you. No, that's Cyber Shadow. Okay, there's still a little more. You can get a USB plug. Oh, he just wants to charge his phone, probably. Combat data analysis. 232 deaths is quite a few. 6 hours, 50 minutes, beat the game in under 7 hours. All right. Well, we're only 20 minutes into the stream, so guess what? It says cleared. We're going to go back and explore. We're not going to go in here. I guess it's just going to be dropping back down. Oh, you can't do that. Not like that anyway. We have completed the game for those just joining us. And now I'm only at 67%. So there's more rooms and there's more power-ups to explore. And that's what we're going to look at doing now. I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit to even be able to do some of that. Which hopefully isn't too painful. And it isn't. Okay, so we can now kind of go anywhere from here. I don't know if I ever figured out how to get over here. It's chapter 8, inaccessible, and whatever that is. So there's more to unlock, guaranteed. What we're going to do, I guess, is start at chapter 1 because when we first started here, we couldn't double jump anything like that, which means we couldn't even get up to places like this. So, you know, now we're up to over 67%, I'm guessing. Doesn't tell you. Would be nice if it did. Anyway, basically, we're going to go and grab as many things as we can and see if we can work our way up to 100% now. All right, so here's our first power up. Wasn't too hard to get to, was it? But a lot of them are. Just letting you know. There's one power up specifically I'm thinking of right now, and I have beaten it before, but I could easily die there a lot. Just letting you know. We're going to try and explore every nook and cranny. I don't even know what was up there. Apparently I grabbed something. And if you happen to see something I don't, just yell at me. Not literally, just yell at me in the chat. Then we can make sure we somehow get to 100%. Obviously, can't do that without exploring the inaccessible area. Although there's some games that don't end at 100%. And when I say stuff like this, it usually comes true. So like the inaccessible area, it's probably going to bring you up to 120% or something like that. I guess that's going to be the fun of it. So I guess with or without request, here we go. Can sort of enjoy the game a little more. There's no pressure to beat anything right now. But if there's greater challenges than the last boss, which there could be, it could be interesting. On the upside, we'll probably have collected a lot more power-ups by then. Shouldn't be taking damage there. I don't know how I lost my robot. Oh, I guess I picked up a different power-up is what it was. The blade, which is pretty cool. You can charge up and hit enemies, so it adds even more power to that. They don't stand a chance. The stream's a party tonight. I spotted something, so not to worry. We'll just clean up this mess of our robot. Whatever was in there, I probably grabbed it. Let's proceed. Now we're actually capturing the essence of a Metroidvania. Up until this point, backtracking? Nah, not in the stream anyway. But now that we've basically completed the final boss, we are backtracking to grab things. Just power-ups. And some are intensely difficult to get, even though all they're going to do is add one spirit or one health. Sometimes not even, because you got to collect 3 of those health canisters to get one. So it's a lot of trouble for a little, but blade extend. Now we got crazy blade. Okay, yeah. The one I was thinking about is right here. It's next. We break through this wall. And, well, you'll see what I mean. This section is kind of annoying. At least I know how to do it. It's not my first rodeo clown. Problem is sometimes I accidentally double jump and then I just like that and plummet to my death. Now you know. I shouldn't even be explaining that. Just jinxing myself again. Upsy daisy. Round 2, fight. Yeah, I can do some of this without looking. I'm just saying, it's okay to have this in the game. It's a little evil to have it for like increasing your spirit. And that's only half of it. And I still somehow did the stupid double jump thing, which is unfortunately, aside from that, I did it perfectly. So it's the worstest. It's Ann Coulter. It's Panic at the Disco. And if you're thinking if that's the example of the worst things ever in my world, no, there's worse things. Fun. Yep. I warned you. I warned you. This is what it's going to look like to go and grab the rest of the stuff in this game. Some sections are not as challenging, but if you want to grab all your extra spirit, this is what it's involved, guys. This is what it looks like. Did I just say guys? That's the one thing I try to avoid saying. Not because it's a gender thing or whatnot, because it's a lot of people sort of use it as a filler word in their presentations, and I can't stand it. I basically don't buy from those people. Russell Brunson and whatnot. Actually, I do buy from Russell Brunson. Some things. Not everything. So the thing is, the more personal way of communicating with people is you, right? That's why I usually don't say you guys. I just pretend I'm talking to a one person at all times. It's way more personal. It's less reliant on unnecessary filler words. Save. Awesome. You would think this would be a build up to something greater than this. Nope. It's not. Basically, just like a boss type thing we haven't finished before. That's not even all that powerful. And then a spirit canister. I might lose to him. No, just barely did it. I'm going to try to see if I can make it back to the save point. There we go. Then we can proceed. Well, what was that? Third try? Third try is not bad. This is an area we couldn't break through before. This would basically be going backwards, which isn't all that practical. But we haven't explored this area as the thing for anything extra. So just in case, I doubt there's anything else. We're going to backtrack a little bit. I see something over here. Okay, we already busted through here. This is what it's going to look like to get to 100%, just so you know. At least you get to see a lot of the game at once instead of just a little. That's the upside. And then there's going to be some things I don't know that I will discover on this path. So that's the other fun part. Okay, so we've backtracked all the way. I don't think there was much, but just in case, we'll keep an eye out. It's going to be another epic stream. Oh, okay. That's just, it's not an entrance to anything. Items in the wall. How can you not love items in the wall? Save. Already went here. Yep. Next. So another lively, beautiful, wonderful stream with all you wonderful, beautiful people. We are multi-streaming on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Having some fun. Best stream anywhere, best stream everywhere. What else could you possibly want to watch? On a Sunday afternoon, right? You'd be crazy to pick anything else. Those robot hawks might get me yet. There's another save. There was a boss here once upon a time. A boss-like creature. Another save. And of course, we can transfer elsewhere if we want. But now we are officially at Chapter 2. And of course, that's what we're going to explore. All right, time to keep an eye out for anything haven't found yet. How come we're able to take 3 of my charged up hits? That shouldn't even be allowed. I guess 2. Remember how I was struggling with these parts before? Like once you get these power-ups and abilities, you don't struggle a whole lot anymore. These guys are still pretty annoying, but all right. Sword extender. Everyone should have a sword extender. Save point, always handy. Remember when I was going through this the first time in the first stream? Yeah, I died a lot sooner than that. I still let the death ray get me. I don't think there's any point in going back that way anyway. I think it's possible to, yep, jump through there. So that's where we have not been before. Okay, now we're about to face a torrent of ordinary robots on the way to grabbing another spirit can. And that's not the way to do it. Okay, up we go again. I think doing the wall jump thing is what works best there, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. Okay. So getting some speed up is how you're going to have to do it. I'm doing absolutely awful so far. Just letting you know. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That death ray, I hate it. Not to say it's not useful. Oh, that was a close call. Cyber Shadow Legends. Okay, so jump slash, climb up here. Wait for a little while. Jump slash. It's the recoil that got me there. There was another flying enemy in the way. But I was on the right track. Can at least say that. This is not a bad way to farm yellow glowies. If I can somehow clean up those guys before I need to make that all too critical jump, I'm pretty sure I can make it. Nearly died there. That's what's fun about those instant death rays. Every home security system should have one. So we can see if we can clean up these pesky flying robots. Okay, now we have a fighting chance of getting across here. That was much smoother. Okay. Bombs. Assuming I don't do anything stupid here, I'm pretty sure we'll make it. That doesn't look safe. This looks much safer. And you have to be careful not to get killed by those guys. They can do some serious damage. All right, that's our second spirit canister. Completed. Now we have to backtrack a little. Because we're already at chapter 3. 77% complete. How do I? Okay. It's where a boss battle transpired, obviously. we're backtracking a little ways to see if there's anything else might have missed. And it's entirely possible, right? But that was the main hidden section, the one that we were just through. If there's anything else, it's probably going to be minor in this chapter. But if you aren't this meticulous, and I'm not even the most meticulous, you're bound to miss something. You are. And going backwards in some of these levels is highly impractical. This one's okay, I guess. But dying is still, it's always a possibility. Okay, so that's as far back as we can go from this pit. So nothing specifically here. I don't know if it's worth backtracking further or not. There is an opportunity to do so. This is where we came out of to the right here. So I can't really go back. So I guess we're just going to assume it's not worth backtracking further for now, then come back to chapter 2 if we feel like we're missing something later. But again, let's have a look. Chapter 2, 100%. Chapter 100%. Okay, there you go. Chapter 3 is at 75%, so we have something to discover. But chapter 2 is complete, so we don't need to come back. Okay, that's how that works. I'm learning still, and I just beat the game 30 minutes ago. It was a historical moment. I can't believe you weren't there for that. It's definitely a good idea to have a strong sense of the game before you start live streaming it. Otherwise, you're just going to spend a lot of time dying like I just did in front of a live audience. And I did anyway, but I did complete the game in much faster time the second time around than the first time around. Just saying. That's proof of something that I'm learning. So I don't know where this leads or if I've been here yet or not. I am giving it a try because you have to. And you have to be especially careful because I'm not sure if it's an area that should be backtracked through, which could be exactly what I'm doing. It would appear so. The music changed though, so I'm not sure if that's part of chapter 3. So I might come back to that. I've obviously been through it because it looks like I busted through from the other side. We're going to explore this side first, I guess. Yes, this is moving on to the next part for sure. I know that. So I guess we'll go to this side first. See what's going on. What's going on? What's happening in this crazy room? Parting it up. The horrible part is like I don't remember much of this part of the game. Okay, it's another save point. That's wonderful. I think we weren't able to go up here last time, so maybe that's. I think that's probably the main path to getting to 100% in this area. What you begin to discover from these chapters is some of the chapters are actually interconnected. And so you can wind up in places you didn't expect just by following a different path. That's what's fascinating. I think this is the main path, though. I'm not convinced it's anything outside of what we've already been to. This might be. There's so many branches in this one. Okay, so that's where the boss is. I know that. See, I don't remember this chapter all that well. It's starting to come back to me, I guess, but... Since we're deliberately looking for the area that I haven't been to, it kind of requires a different kind of hunt. Okay, so that's just a big circle. Why would that be there then? I feel like we probably missed it already. Maybe that, yeah. I'm starting to think that part that appeared as though I was moving backwards in is actually the part that you're supposed to discover and go through because it's just that hard. That's what I'm starting to think. So we're going to give it a try. That would make a lot of sense. You're just supposed to learn how to get through that part. Because we did all this. I know that much. Did I go this way? It's possible I didn't. On this side, though, there's only a couple dead ends, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I don't think we can bust through this or anything. So, nothing to that. All right. So I've been there too. Okay. So we're almost back to that area that's incredibly challenging to navigate because it requires leaps of faith. I'm starting to suspect that's where you have to go. That adds up for me. I'm just going to have to tough it out and learn it. Hey, what's a game without a challenge, right? Here we go. Okay, so this wasn't it though, was it? See, I'm totally lost. There's so many nooks and crannies in this chapter. Okay, down here? Yeah, okay. Here we go. This part is hard. Clearly harder than the other parts, so kind of tells me everything I need to know. Okay, instead of taking leaps of faith, I'm going to have to be a little more careful and calculated in how I navigate this area. Okay, so you can't go there at all. I feel like I have gone up there, though. I don't know. I get lost in this chapter. We'll give it a go. And then if it leads nowhere, I'll just move to a different chapter for now. I guess it explains why I've only explored 75% of this chapter, is because there's so much more than meets the eye. Okay, let's go to that side. Somehow, some way you'd want to get over there. Not like that. This is bonus content, guys. It's bonus content at this point. I said guys again. What am I becoming? I seem to recall during that segment backwards is a different kind of challenge. And I don't even know if it's worth doing. That's the fun part. There may be no secrets on the other side of this. Oh, I need to try seriously, though. Might discover something anyway. The down slash didn't even work on him. Somehow I still had too much vertical there. I'm struggling with this section. This is terrible. I don't think it's meant to be played backwards, but again, that's exactly where you would kind of expect the secrets to be, just based on the kind of things we've had to navigate so far. We're having so much fun right now. I can't believe why anyone wouldn't want to be on this stream. This is the best. Just Shadow and Cyber Andrew. Part 5. There could be a part 6 at this rate. And the crowd went wild. It's a quality live stream. Thanks for joining us. Okay. double jumped without me trying. So that's the result. I actually had hope of getting down there this time, and I messed it up. This section's not problematic. This next part is interesting. Somehow, someway, we need to get on the other side. And it double jumped for me. So thanks, game. Thanks. That was thanks for making me look good. Let's get rid of him and him. That's going to make our lives... Oh. Well, that was me. That was me. So it's interesting, you know, these live streams have provided an opportunity to reflect on everything. And maybe that's kind of makes them worth doing in a way. I think we all need different kinds of escapes or different kinds of activity in our lives, hobbies. It's healthy. Too much is not. But I have found some value in this. And I think what I realized most recently anyway was just that I got into this new media thing back in 2009. Video games are part of that. And I think maybe some part of me was avoiding that or not looking at that for a while, partly because of business. Like, okay, so you're a business owner. Probably shouldn't spend all your time on video games. In fact, if you have a lot of time for video games, there's probably something wrong. Unless you're at the point of like having completely systemized your business and being semi-retired, like being in a part ownership, leadership kind of role. And there are people like that out there, and I've talked to them, which is pretty awesome. It's awesome just knowing that that's a possibility, never mind achieving it. But I mean, video games are still considered new media of sorts. I mean, the latest thing is like Clubhouse and TikTok, and obviously I'm familiar with all the new social media and I've been experimenting with it. And that's interesting too, that I sort of got tired of social media and then made like a bit of a return to it. I didn't really expect to do that. So I'm pretty aware of what's out there. The only things like about the only new things I haven't spent much time on experimenting or exploring is actually Clubhouse and TikTok. Because I mean, when they first came out, it was what interested me the least. Not Clubhouse, I guess, but I don't know. If all y'all are hanging on Clubhouse, thinking that you're going to get some kind of secret you're not getting on blog posts or podcasts or videos, I think y'all are crazy. I just do. That's not how it works. You pay good money for knowledge and memberships, fees and stuff like that, just as I've done. And that's where you find value. And there's a reason for that too. And the reason is because what you don't pay for, you don't value as much. It's just how it is. So I'm glad for you. I'm happy for you, and hopefully it will cause or produce a breakthrough in your life. I don't want to stop that from happening. We couldn't get up here before, could we? So this might be new. I don't think it is, though. I think I showed you this Super Mario style secret before. I don't know which robot I want, so whatever. I'll go with whatever. And I don't know that this is even part of chapter 3 anymore. But yeah, look, I'm happy for you if you're getting something out of Clubhouse. That's awesome. That's great. Keep doing it. I'm sure you'll have some understandings and realizations and knowledge that maybe you feel like you couldn't get elsewhere, but you probably just weren't paying attention to in the right kind of way. I don't think there's anything over here. In fact, I think we're just going through a level backwards. So I'm going to backtrack again, which is what a Metroidvania is all about, until I can find one of those warp saves. Just don't do that. Don't try that at home. Foiled by the flying robot. Forget it. I don't want to hit that tripwire if I can help it. A little bit later is fine, but like here's okay. Oh, maybe not okay, but I guess if there's any point in saying all that, though, it's like it's okay to embrace video games too. They are new media. I think I'm taking a slightly different trajectory. I don't know if everything I talked about was starting a more pragmatic or boring business is going to be the case. It might have been a fleeting idea. I'm going to continue to soul search, but I've since had other ideas. I always have more ideas, though. I've never had a lack of ideas. There's so many things I'd like to do and execute. But I think from here, it's really going to end up being like, how do I dedicate the right amount of attention and space to it, not an excess of it. So chapter 3 is like a total freaking mess. And which chapter is this one over here? This is part of chapter 3? Huh. And it's showing proceeding onwards leads there. Proceeding upwards. If we go to the right, we end up... Where did I go? Oh. Chapter 6, the robot factory. Should we try and find the hidden path? I don't know if we even have a chance. Or should I just go to chapter 4 and see what else I can uncover over there? Chapter 3, we're still at 77%. So whatever was there, I didn't discover it. This one, everything else is 77, 77, 77. So even in chapter 10, I've only discovered most of it. Chapter 6. I guess look for a path upwards. If I can't find it, though, I think move on. This probably isn't it, by the way, even though it is a path upwards. So yeah, chapter 3 is obviously connected to here somehow. And we're just taking that backwards. So, I've been there before. Yeah, this is where it gets kind of interesting. Is there any way up over this way? We can go up here. I don't know if that leads to where we want to go, though. I've definitely been through this area. And it's still annoying. Not a whole lot less annoying than it was before. I guess the key is still to keep an eye out for anything that's unusual. And I do see one thing unusual here. I guess that was it. Yep, I see the health canister there. Okay, so this I've discovered before too. I know that I have. It's not that hard to get to, especially compared to some of the other power-ups. Yeah, so we grab that one. Let's see if we can find our way back to a save point again. Because that might be all I needed to grab here. Oh, well, that was the fast way to get back. 80%, so there's still more to find here. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. We can keep going. Hour 20 into the stream. Actually doesn't feel like that long. We'll probably wrap in 40 minutes regardless, but and then we'll continue to see if we can find everything in the game. It's definitely come here before, so look for divergent paths. Help me find them. I guess the point of all that too, what I said about video games, it's like just being a little hard on oneself. You should always follow your bliss. You should just always follow your bliss. It's like the money will follow when you're not always fixated on it and going looking for it. It's absolutely terrible when you're trying to find it. It just doesn't work. And that's what I'm looking to focus on more in life myself. Well, I didn't notice any divergent paths in that part, did you? We'll keep going. This part sucks, though, remember? It's possible I'll die a bunch. Although I guess it's perfect for hiding secrets. Oh, come on. I did that in perfect timing. You got to give that one to me. That was especially unforgiving. What? I don't think that's ever happened before. And that's not even the hard part. It's not. This part sucks. Actually, I guess I have a better idea of how to do it now. It turns out, which is good. I guess it's because I have double jump now. I think that probably makes a difference. Wait, can we go up here? Is that a door? No. Okay. It does look like the background anyway, but it looks suspiciously like a door. Can we go up any of these? Nope. They look suspicious, and we are wanting to head in an upwards direction, but oh, there's a little opening there too. No, there's openings everywhere. Looks like they've been tailor-made for these tumbling, somersaulting bastards, though. Can we fall here? I might have to try that later. Sometimes you can fall in places you wouldn't expect. This I've already explored, I know that. Where does this lead to? Okay, so there's a room here that I know that we haven't been to yet. It's this one. And I think I just noticed something. Okay, so that's a section I know we haven't been to yet in this chapter, but it looks like this is breakable. Yes, this I've never done before. Oh, what did I just pick up? Oh, that is the ticket to the unexplored section. How do we start the train? Chapter 7, Outskirts. So whatever that was, the E-radar. That's what we picked up there. Okay, so I think we're just meant to go back and oh. Huh. Okay, so it's showing little dots on the map now. Interesting. Maybe that's the hidden stuff we're supposed to find. Which means we actually have some way of navigating. Huh. Where? Chapter 9 is super annoying. So chapter 1 and 2 makes sense that there wouldn't be anything. Oh, chapter 2. Yeah, 100%. Okay. So chapter 3 is towards the end. Does that mean it would be easier to find in chapter 4 and backtracking? I think that's what I want to figure out. I don't think we can view the map at any time, which makes it a little challenging. Now, honestly, that could, yeah, this is it. I haven't been here yet. There it is. Okay. That makes life a little easier. I didn't know such a thing existed. So, yeah, I was looking in all the wrong places for chapter 3 stuff, obviously. Much easier to find it this way. Where did we come from? This way? I don't remember where we came from. This way? Yeah, okay. I can't help it. I have to open those boxes. Yeah, so we found a little more. There's still something to be discovered. Headed back down. Is this way down? Yeah, okay. Okay, well, let's try. Off we go. We're in chapter 4. There's something to be discovered in chapter 4. Makes perfect sense. Where does this lead again? I don't even know. I've been there, though. I do know that. I think it was a boss battle. Music in this section's pretty cool. I don't think there's anything to get down here, though. That's the thing. We don't need to go back to the meditation. There's nothing to chop here, so... I forget how to even get to the next part. That's the problem. It's all... Yeah, so maybe you do have to go into that door. And head downwards. Yeah, I already don't know where I am, to be honest. I can tell from the music that it's in the same chapter that I wanted to be in, but I guess keep heading downwards. That's a different chapter, I think. Going into that big door. No. That is what's next. Well, I guess I could go there now. Maybe it is part of the same chapter. It's hard to tell, you know? Because now all these paths are sort of connected in a way they weren't before. I mean, and that is one of the cool parts about Metroidvanias, you know? And getting through some areas is ability dependent. I have to keep an eye open for breakable walls and whatnot. Let me know if you see anything. There's breakable floors now. We just learned that. Okay, so the music's back to the same, which means, yeah, we're still in the same chapter. Just need to keep an eye open for divergent paths. Ah, that's the obvious one. This one is pretty short if I remember correctly, though. Yeah. In fact, didn't we come here before when there wasn't a health canister? All right. That might be the last of 2 canisters. Like, so there's one more for health-wise. I'd say we should probably keep an eye open for another path, though. We are definitely headed in a downwards direction in general. So that's a good sign. Well, just like some of the other paths, it might become obvious once I get there. There's obviously something down there too. I suspect we've been there, but looks like we should probably explore that part first before going up. Just don't slip in the controller and die unnecessarily. Oh, yeah. So no, we've been there. You just get into that weird electronic world. So unless there's a wall you can break through. So far, I'm not noticing anything. You got to comment and let me know if you do see something, though. That's our promise. Anything in the water? Not really. That kind of looks like a pathway. I can't bust through, though. It might just be a natural part of the level's progression anyway, but yeah, it is. Anything of note around here? Don't think so. Through the door we go. Anything over here? Nope. I was going to bust through there a little quicker than that. Charge Blaster. Spirit Recovery. Can purchase all these items now. Power-ups. Any pass up here? Nothing. No, I'm like getting super careful and meticulous. I know we've already looked at this, but just in case. Can't bust through over there. Nope. Can we go up here? Nope. We can break this. I don't know if there's any point. I guess it's worth checking. There's health. I don't need it right now, but nothing that I could find on that screen. Can we go down? Nope. What if we force this down into the ground as far as it can go? Nope, nothing there. Itchy back. Looks like the kind of place that something might be hidden, but so far not. Anything over here? No. Anything over here? No. We're going to send that sucker right into the ground just in case. Nope. Well, it is fun hunting for stuff anyway. Down here? Nah, not a chance. I haven't found any secrets in water. Doesn't mean there aren't any. Shield. Let's bust that open and see if that opens anything up. Gets me more spirit. That's kind of cool. Well, we're headed further down now. Error. Transfer failure. I don't know why they would have that display right out in the open like that. Or even what transferred. That failed. File transfer fail. Live stream fail. Welcome to the world's best live stream fail with Just Andrew. It's face palming good time. Right? I thought so. Okay, so we can bust that open, get some health. That's great. This hole looks different. Doesn't break. Nope. You can tell how meticulously searching I am right now when these places you can't get to are sometimes completely obvious. Most of them have been to this point. Breaking through the ground, that was not completely obvious. That was a serendipitous discovery, I would say. I can access that now. It's just health. It wouldn't be anything else, but this is the kind of area you would tend to breeze through and not notice things, but I don't think there's anything. You can bust through this way. It's another save point. And then over here is just Leviathan's lair. I can't imagine there's anything we haven't discovered here. And I can't imagine there would be a second battle with them either. Just takes us to the next part, yeah? Right. Meditation. That's where you gained another ability. So not having too much luck discovering hidden areas in this chapter. But now that we have the E-radar, or whatever they call it, Why would a radar be anything but electronic? I'm not sure. I should probably keep my chat off in the background. Oh well. That was an oversight. Usually I turn everything off that might affect Wi-Fi. Not chat for my viewers, just chat in general. That looks like a door. Clearly isn't. Nice design. Anything up here? No. Well, he's a talented ninja that he can jump through a waterfall. You know, that's how you've reached the epitome, the absolute pinnacle of ninjadom is when you've mastered jumping up waterfalls. That is an accomplishment. Anything down here? Not a chance. So I think we did our best there in that section. We can explore a few more areas and see what we can find. That's where Mother Brain was. Yep, it's Metroid. I do see something up here. No. Can't get up there. So we went through that segment without finding the secret, I think. Chapter 5. Wow. 33%. So there's a lot there. Maybe I did grab whatever was there in chapter 4. 87% total. I think I managed to snag it 10% or something. Oh yeah, well, chapter 5, apparently there's a lot to discover. Why don't we see what we can do? Progentech. I don't know if we were able to go up here before. So that's exciting. Yeah, okay. I probably haven't even looked at these. All right, so we just got the achievement. What did I tell you? One more health canister, that's it. That's all the health you can get in this game. Only thing left is spirit, and it looks like probably 3 more canisters. But then there's still hidden rooms and stuff to find. So then there's the extra chapter. So like I said, it's probably like 120% of this game, not 100%. There's going to be more to do. So that's why I guess we're going to stream for a 6th time and maybe beyond. I don't know if that's going to be tomorrow or anything like that, but we're just going to keep going. Eventually, we're just going to get completely stuck and not be able to find anything. Should I try falling? I don't know. Looks like there's a lot of holes in this area, so probably a bad idea. Huh? Oh, maybe it's not a hole at all. Okay. Nice to know. I mean, you can only have so many traps like that in a Metroidvania. Let's be fair. So Divergent Pass could abound here. This might be the last section we explore today, but we're going to see if we can find at least a few of them. Finding one would be nice. I think we found one already since we got a canister. This shield's pretty handy. I'll grab those. Why not? So much easier to farm after the fact when you don't need them. Can we go upwards? Nope. Okay. Let's continue on. Chances are you got to use some ability you couldn't use when you were originally going through the area to be able to access the, whether that's double jump or something else. It's funny how I've mostly blocked this one out too. In memory. Okay, so this would be the first area. The question is, how do we get through? Is it possible to bust through those? I would think so, but I'll grab that, sure. I don't know how. I've pretty much tried all my moves. Well, I guess except for that one. So I don't know if you can get through those. There's probably a way, I just don't know how. Interesting. Maybe you do have to come from behind, though. That's also a possibility. Oh. Wasn't this an area with a bunch of water before, and now it's all drained? Interesting. So maybe that kind of sheds light on some of the hidden areas we haven't been to. Okay. Because I'm like, it's a little too easy. I'm getting through a lot of these parts without struggle. Of course, I'm not discovering anything as of yet of special interest. We got an active chat room tonight. Wow, everyone's partying. Awesome. Okay, so we can go left, we can go up. What do we do first? We can go down, obviously. This looked like a wall I could bust through as well, but nope. Well, divergent paths are aplenty here. The question is what makes sense to explore. Because I'm not even sure. Okay, so that's just one big circle. And I can't get through here. And I didn't see anything along this little path. I can always try going up here. Oh, this I probably have not been to. Aha. Here's our spirit canister. So last of 3. That's 2 more to go, I think. Okay, so we found one secret. It's a good thing I went back and checked. Okay, so otherwise this is just one big circuitous route. But now it makes sense why, because there's a hidden section in the middle. And then we're free to go down. Where previously we had a battle. I don't even remember playing this part, but we did. Okay, so I still have no way of getting through those that I know of. Okay. There's a way of opening them, I guess. This makes it seem as though there's another boss waiting to be opened. Maybe we need him to bust through. That's probably what it is. Okay, let's see. So that's 2 secrets in this area found. It's pretty good. I don't think that's all of them. Why do I feel like there's something up here? There probably isn't, though. Because it's just going to be the ground for another level up. I'm like encountering nothing. Just activating everything along the way. Why not? Huh. So you can go left, obviously. Okay, that's all you can do. So you're designed to go down and up. Probably. Down and right, I mean. This looks like a breakable wall if I've ever seen one. But no. You gotta check. There's no enemies in this area. It's funny. There's probably a reason for that. Wow, we're coming up to 2 hours in the stream. Felt like it flew by. It gave me a good escape, honestly. I wasn't sure whether I was going to stream tonight. I decided to go ahead and do it. Tomorrow night's probably going to be a no-go. But we'll get back to it. I'll see. So no way to bust through here. I'm starting to remember this area. It's the boss battle. There should be a way to open those. We've run out of glowy things. Okay, so no boss there, which means we should be able to go in there from there. Probably have already. That's the thing. Right? And then meditation to gain another ability. I don't know if I've come up here. Have I? It's starting to get confusing. Okay, I think I kind of see how that's all connected now. I must have done this meditation already, right? Falcon Shrine. I don't think there's anything to do here. That's probably where you gain this ability, right? So if I continue on, that would go this way. If I wanted to get back to that room that looked like a hidden room, I would go this way. Is that just the way to go? That could be. So what's over here then? Nothing? Okay. So that's just the path on to the next part. Guess that makes sense. Security gate malfunction. Yeah, it got busted. And aren't we just returning to an area we've already been in? Oh, maybe not. Yeah, so that's where you learn this ability for the first time. You wouldn't even be able to beat the game without it. There might be some other thing we can find on the way. I'm hoping we can find another hidden room. There's nowhere to go here except in the door. Blah, blah, blah. Dr. Progen's burp hole. Yes, I said burp hole for fun. Okay, so you can't just cheat the system and go to the sides, except it looks like there's something to the sides there. Huh. Can we go back down? Where's the down button? And then we're into chapter 6. Just like that. Well, I guess as long as we're here, until we find a warp station, just find what we can. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Chapter 5, chapter 6, and then chapter 6 is linked to chapter 3. It all doesn't add up, but we try. Okay, that didn't go as planned. Huh, never occurred to me to jump that way. It's definitely the easier way. Oh, don't jump down there, though, because that's stupid. Nothing there. Okay, so nothing over there. This I'm not sure I noticed before. Okay, but it's just a normal pathway to avoid tripwires. This I may not have noticed before either. But it's just a health. Well, anyway, we're getting in percentages by finding those areas. Even if we're not finding the power-ups, of which there are only a few left anyway. I think a couple. So 2. Okay. Let's have a look how we did in chapter 5 there. 93%. So I found most of it. Don't think there's any power-ups left. I just didn't find all the rooms. So there's a power-up in chapter 9, not in 10, and a power-up in chapter 3. Yeah, chapter 3 is confusing. And then we still haven't made it to chapter 8, Inaccessible. All right, well, that wraps up another exciting episode of Just Andrew and Cyber Shadow. 2 hours. Thanks for joining me. You're awesome. If you're watching this in a replay, you're awesome. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment, blah, blah, blah. You know the rest. You're awesome. Thanks.